Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Fanboy back with some more Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm 1v1 action. As you can see, this game is going to be between TLO in the bottom right corner in the blue trunks as Zerg. He remains as Zerg, so it would be obvious. And his opponent is going to be Iaguz, technically, in-game, but I do know this is liquid mana. This comes from TLO's recent replay pack. He released a ton of ladder games, and this is a ladder game that TLO played, I don't know, a week and a half ago, a little before DreamHack. This replay pack came out right before DreamHack, and I was looking through the list and saw he played a teammate, so I was like, yeah, let's cast it. Why the hell else not? As you have found out and learned through watching some of my videos as of late, that I have, for the most part, been casting replays of my own. As of late, and I decided, hell, let's cast another high-end pro replay, and TLO kindly released a replay pack pretty much right as I decided that. So yeah, TLO does have an expansion coming down pretty early. He does not have a pool. He's just starting a pool now. Oh, what is Mana up to? Mana is getting an orbital command and a Reaper. It's going to be a Reaper opening. Ooh. Will TLO have anything to deal with this? Or is this Reaper just going to win Mana the game outright? Because right now, TLO has jack shit of nothing. So, that's a thing. TLO is getting a gas pretty much right when the hatchery's fourth of the way done, fifth of the way done. So he'll have just enough by the time he produces a couple Zerglings to repel this Reaper. The Reaper doesn't do a whole lot right now. He can kill drones pretty easily, but I think this Reaper's just not going to do a whole lot. The Lings are out, and the Reaper is being microed. You come on, get him, Lings, get him. I hate Reapers as much as you do, Lings. And the Reaper is repelled for now. Ooh, Mana went up to 2 Reapers. He's not producing more, is he? No, he's not. He's getting an add-on. He's getting a reactor on that barracks. He is going up to a factory and another command center. Mana looks like he wanted to pause, and they're all now good. Oh wow. Mana is going up to 2 orbital commands. 2 command centers, technically. They're not technically finished. The Reapers are still out, still being a nuisance. One of the Reapers did go down. He's going to come back in for another poke, but that Queen is there and will very easily repel this Reaper. But this Reaper is going to die if Naniwa, what am I thinking? Mana isn't careful. So yeah, they lost 1. TLO is going to go up to a 3rd base, not surprisingly. There are Hellions out. Is he producing more? Yes, he is. He's producing 2 at a time with another Reaper, of all things. Mana did drop his 2nd orbital, and there are Lings out, but I just don't think they're going to do a whole lot to these Hellions unless they get a surround. And they do get one surround. there goes. Ooh. I mean, these wings are a little bit more effective than what I would assume they would have been. But I do not think they're going to take down this Hellion. If they are, then... oh! At the last second, that one Zergling takes down that Hellion. For a handful of Lings, he got quite a bit. Let's look at the units lost. Well, I mean, mana did lose quite a bit more there than TLO. So yeah, that's a thing. We got a Zergling going into the Watchtower. Pretty smart. But these Hellions are going to come to the Watchtower and roast that Zergling. So that's a thing that happens. Production, there we go. 1-1 is on the way for the Zerglings. Do Zerglings have speed? No, they do not. And I don't think speed is on the way. It does not look like. Oh, wait. Huh. That's interesting. Those Zerglings do not look like they have wings. So they may actually have speed. They look like they do have speed. So that's a thing. Quite a few Hellions are coming out and just trying to secure map presence for mana. I want to call them something else because I see a different name at the top of the screen. But, you know, that's just me. Mana is coming out to secure a third base, meaning most likely that TLO will respond to getting a fourth, most likely. His creep spread is not bad. I mean, I've seen better, but, you know, what can you do? He does have most of his bases covered. He just needs to get this side covered with creep, and that's what he's looking like he's doing. With a couple creep queens, you can get creep over to your opponent's base pretty quickly. There are a couple Hellions out just roaming around onto the edge of the creep to see what TLO is up to. I mean, that's not very unusual. But TLO does have quite a few queens. He has two extra. He does have quite a few Zerglings out that, if aren't careful, will get roasted. He does have Banelings out, so I assume he's going to take down these couple Hellions and go for a Baneling bust. Wow, that's an interesting roll-off. Mana is making a wall, a very unique wall, let's just say that one. I wonder if he's going to put a supply depot here. I assume so, but I've never seen this type of wall off before. But you do have a major push out from mana. On the opposite side of the map, you have a couple Zerglings with 3 Banelings morphing in on the ramp. Mana is just going to go for it and try to clean up as much of this creep as humanly possible with basically bio and Banelings, split. Ooh, ouch. And TLO's like, okay, well, yeah, sure. Oh, they had a drop. One of the observers dropped, it looks like. You've got a couple of small units of Zerglings, and Mana looks like he's going for a drop. TLO made him waste a scan for a Zergling that he burrowed. He's going for 2 drops, it looks like, on opposite sides of the map. Well, let's see what this can accomplish. This drop does get spotted by a bunch of Zerglings. and is probably most likely going to get cleaned up. Yes. There is a small push out of a couple Marines to that upper base. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got a handful of Marines coming up against... Ooh, mutas! I don't think these two mutas are going to win against that Marine being healed by a single medevac. But you have... oh, that was interesting. Kills Zergling right after. Huh. TLO does have mutas out. Mutas are very good in the Heart of the Swarm, so that's a thing. He's transitioned into Ling Muta. Does these mutas have any upgrades? No, they do not. They don't have any upgrades whatsoever. But there are a lot of Zerglings out, and a handful of Balings. So he's going Baling, Muta, Ling. Kind of an odd choice, but you know, it works. His Crit Queens are literally out in the middle of nowhere. But there is a major attack from Mana coming over to kill his fourth, technically. But TLO is like, ah, screw it, let's go for it. And he's gonna go for it. This orbital command over here is just like, well, you know. But these two Balings do get spotted immediately. There will not be any Baling bombs right now, at least. He did clean up a Widow Mine, and that's about it. Kills off this drop before it could actually do any harm. Did kill 8 workers. Oh, there's a drop in the main. No. Yeah, main. No, that's the main. That technically this is his technically it is the natural, but it really is his main because he has his lair here and his spire here. So yeah, that's the thing. 2 Widow Mines deployed. Actually, no. Wow, that's a lot of Widow Mines. Pulling out a scan to try to clean up. Here comes a lot of Balings. Balings are impacting all the Marines and pretty much cleans up pretty much most of them outside of Marauder and a Widow Mine. But that Widow Mine does go down. There is a small drop going on in technically the natural, but the the 2 queens are in trouble. 1 queen does escape, but there is a flank attack with a bunch of Lings and Mutas and Balings. So he has 1 Crate Queen left. And TLO is just going to go for it and try to push his advantage. And I don't think Mana has a lot to try to stop this. He did pull back a little bit. He did leave a Baling and a couple of Zerglings just buried here. TLO is just going to go for it and try to kill pretty much whatever he can. Is he going to take out the... No, he does not. He's going to fly these mutas around, I assume, into the main. There is only 1... missile turret protecting the main. He does get the factory, so he's going to have to rebuild that. And he may... I wouldn't go that far. Don't go that far. There you go. He does get the orbital, or the command center, not the orbital, but it is a command center. He needs to protect these Balings and comes in with a bunch of Lings and mutas to clean up pretty much everything, but he cannot deal with these mines. Ooh, that is a big hit. Does leave basically all of the Zerglings and a Baling on the retreat. But what does TLO have planned for the, well, next little engagement. He does get a bunch of more lings, and I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, 2 attack, 0 armor. He does have ultras on the way, and I mean that's a pretty good unit against what you call it, Terran. There you go. These mutas are going to get the primary command center, and what's it going to go for? What's it going to go for? He's going to go for the starport. It looks like he does get the starport. He does need to get out of there as quickly as humanly possible. He does lose a muta, but to... Ooh, Thor, ouch. Splash damage. He does kill another Zergling. He now... TLO does have good old ultras out, but here comes Mana coming down to push out and try to get all these. And here comes an engagement. The engagement is quite large. The spread is huge for Mana, but Mana does fight them back with mines and just pure marine for the most part. He only has 3 marauders in the whole concept, but Mana is just going to go for it and try to get whatever he can. If he can take down these 2 ultras, TLO does have 2 ultras in production, and he has to take down this Thor. He has to magic boss it, and he does magic boss it, but he's taken quite a bit of damage, and Mana does GG. So he just didn't have anything left. If you guys like this game, please give it a thumbs up and a look at some more of my other videos, and possibly subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye now.